I think I better run, think I better run.
Every summer, the magnet of Monte Carlo draws a steady pilgrimage towards the tiny principality. Camera-clicking tourists on charter flights, the jet-set in luxury yachts, the gamblers intent upon roulette and baccarat, all take the well-trodden path. But for the crews in 21 of the world's fastest powerboats, the gamble lay in simply reaching that famous casino, as they started their longest ever race, nearly 3,000 miles from London to Monte Carlo.
Hello, I'm Duncan Scholes. I'm organising the BladeRun Powerboat Rally, which goes from London to Amsterdam this year. It's sort of growing up as an event, and we're getting involved with the history of powerboating, and the one that's captured my imagination is London Montecarlo, which was run in 1972, way ahead of it at the time. Today we're going to the Isle of Wight to meet Hillary Chitty, who's the widow of the organiser, and we're also going to go and meet Ray Bullman, who's a really respected powerboat journalist who knows everything about powerboat racing right through the decades.
Great event. It's probably one of the best events of all time.
The greatest powerboat race ever held.
It was a tremendous adventure, but it wasn't just an adventure for me. I think it was an adventure for everybody who took part in it. John and Hillary Chitty, who organised it, they were actually doubted right to the end by some of the competitors that it wouldn't happen. And he had the courage to say the event will start 2 Saturdays' time regardless.
The start today is the same line as you had yesterday.
And of course, everybody turned up. Princess Margaret started the race, and the PLA, and it really is a memorable event.
Well, my husband and I's business was public relations, specialises in the marine trade. And that was how we got involved. I was sailing, he was power. He liked to have an engine under him. And at that time there was quite a well-known newspaper with a rather well-known owner who organised a race from Cowes to Torquay. And he was determined to do something like it. And he thought, well, why not? And then there was a race round Britain, and he was involved with that with a small company, and then the bright idea of Monte Carlo came up. There's a map on here which shows you where we went.
But power wasn't everything in a race of this nature. Engines varied from inboard to outboard, petrol to diesel. But reliability and a hull design that was good in rough and calm seas were vital. Unlike Zoom, the Reaver water ski boat, the experts felt stood no chance against competitors like HTS, the twin-Ford Turboplus diesel-powered Class 2 world speed record holder.
We were talking about boats which by today's measure were going at snail's pace. Boats had to be capable of 25 miles an hour. That was a legal requirement.
Wow, what an event to be a part of. What an event to win.
Yeah.
I mean,
who was the winner of this race?
Mike Bellamy and Eddie Chater, and Jerry Brooker was the engineer, 3 of them on the boat.
Out in front came HTS, the crew of Bellamy, Chater and Brooker, after their fright of the day before, happy in the knowledge that they'd only to finish to win the race.
London Montecarlo winner. It's a big thing in my book, so can you tell us a bit about the race?
Well, it's a big thing in my book, and still being there in Guinness as the winner of the longest powerboat race in the world. Yes, I never forget it.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful race. The start in London was impressive. We did a formal start under Tower Bridge, and then the actual race start was off down at off the Ford plant in Dagenham.
How many boats were there?
I was about 29 at the start, and very rapidly whittled down because there was an awful lot of loss of boats on that way, on the way down.
It's been very, very rough indeed. Mike and I were very lucky to be alive.
The distance was about 2,900 statute miles. We took 71.5 hours. It works out to close to 40 miles an hour over the water average over the whole course. It's not so much adrenaline as sheer endurance.
Yeah.
There are highs, yes, and there are moments of worry and doubt, and but it's more a mental tension. The exertion, just holding on and taking the movement of the boat over every wave for 8 or 10 hours each day for 13 daily stages. We got to Monte Carlo, we did the parties.
HTS entered Monte Carlo Harbour, the winner of the greatest powerboat race ever held.
And then we moved along the beach, along the coast to Saint-Tropez, Saint-Maxime, and I spent 3 days solid sleeping in the sand on the beach.
And I really believe that we should offer that kind of challenge in today's world. We have Adam MacArthur and other people sailing around the world backwards, forwards, every other way. I would like the opportunity for somebody who may not want to go down to latitude 40, but would have quite an experience and a challenge in the ocean. And I think with the number of motorboats we have these days, and it's a growing industry and a growing pastime, there are people, after they've been around in 29 circles in their boat, would like to do something positive. Absolutely. It would be a tremendous adventure. But it's just out there to be done.
I think I better run, 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 run. I think I better run.